Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Smack It Down. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topic, reaction, review, commentary, re-review, reaction, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Underclassman. I mean, what the hell is this? But then I saw the poster and I went, oh, I remember seeing the cover to this DVD for a long time, especially when I used to work at the video store. But it's a film I never really thought to rent, even for free, when I worked at the video store, because I'm like, well, this seems just kind of a lame version of Beverly Hills Cop, and it is. Trying to make Nick Cannon a star. Now, Nick Cannon is a rapper. He was in the film Drumline. He's really irritating in this. At times, it feels like he's trying to do a Chris Tucker performance. Hey, how's it going, dude? I'm like, you know what? If I want to see that, I'll just see Rush Hour 1 and 2 with the actual Chris Tucker. Kelly Hughes is in the film. She's not really given much to do. She's a fellow cop. Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong, he's the captain. When I say underused, it's not that he's barely in the film, it's just he's really not that funny. Anybody could have played this role. His comedic talents are not put up to what he's able to accomplish. Like, he was good in Born in East LA. He was good in a lot of the Cheech and Chong films. Even in the bit role in From Dusk Till Dawn, it's funny, in From Dusk Till Dawn, he played a couple roles. And if I just talk about his last role, the guy who meets up with George Clooney's character, and he gets punched out. Were they psychos? Do they look like psychos? Psychos don't explode when silent hit them. I don't care how crazy they are. Those little bits with Cheech Marin were funnier. And even his other roles, like the Border Patrol cop and the Pussy Lovers, dead people, and that had more laugh content than this entire movie. Now, Nick Cannon, I'm also really not a fan of him personally. I remember there was a scene, 2020, he did this podcast. It was called Cannon's Class. He's talking about how all white people are savages, and they're close to the animals, and the only way white people can act is evil. That was his words. I'm like, okay. If that's the case, that gives me even less interest to give any credence to your movie, Nick Cannon. You can get shot through a cannon, with a cannon, if that's the case. With your wannabe Beverly Hills Cop ass, wannabe Rush Hour ass. I didn't say Rush Hour because it's a buddy cop film, but you wannabe Chris Tucker ass. I mean, the Beverly Hills Cop thing comes into play from the beginning because, like Axel Foley, he's undercover, there's stolen goods, he's trying to talk with this guy, and I didn't believe that wants to do this deal. Someone recognizes him, or someone comes up, just like in the Beverly Hills Cop, a cop car came up, and he kind of maybe recognizes him. Do I know you from somewhere? Here it's some bum or some guy going, hey, I recognize you. I promise I'm not going to do this and that. Oh, he's a cop. And then there's a chase with a big truck, just like in Beverly Hills Cop. Only this is not nearly as exciting. It doesn't have as good of a soundtrack. It's not as well directed. And Nick Cannon pursues on a bicycle. On a damn bicycle. Beverly Hills Cop, you had some decent stunt work and some funny bits where the stuff's falling on Axel Foley, and out for a little bit he's hanging off the truck then he gets in, and Here's Nick Cannon chasing after the truck on a bicycle. And then thinking it's a John Woo film for a second, because he does like a maneuver like he's Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 2 and shoots at the tires of the truck. The character's name is Trey. It's like every stereotype. He's very good at basketball. He's loud, he's brash, he's annoying in this case. It's almost like, okay, he thought of Chris Tucker, but instead of thinking of Chris Tucker Rush Hour, he thought of Chris Tucker and Fifth Element. So Nick Cannon is terrible. He's awful in the film. He was fine in Drumline, but he's awful in this. And again, I don't like him as a person either. So that goes wrong. Cheech Marin is the yelling captain. It's like a nothing role anybody could have played. It's just a waste of Cheech Marin's talent. The thrust of the plot is this prep school student is murdered, and he goes undercover in the school to find out what's going on, who murdered this person. Finds out it deals with some kids stealing cars, and then you find out who's behind it all. And throughout it, he starts kind of a romance with a teacher. What was her name? I think it was the woman from Rush Hour 2, I believe. It was a Roselyn Sánchez. God, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. I forget who it was. I apologize if I got that wrong. He befriends kind of the big bully, but then, oh, well, he's not that bad. And that's played by Shawn Ashmore. That's the guy who was Iceman in the first couple X-Men movies in the 2000s. And he like joins their street basketball team, and again, he's good at basketball, thankfully. The jokes that try to play out, like in one class, they're supposed to protect an aide. And he's like, oh, I got a crack baby. Because the aide is cracked. Oh, I got a crack baby. Do you had a brother get a brown aide instead of a white aide? Sorry, Nick Cannon, we're not finger popping each other's assholes. If you wonder what that's from 21 Jump Street, the movie. And you know what? Those are better. I have a friend who's not a fan of the movies. I can understand, because how it relates to the TV show, I can understand my friend Efri's point of view. I didn't grow up with the show, 21 Jump Street. I didn't watch the show, so I can't have that opinion, because I didn't watch it. So I do love the 21 and 22 Jump Street films. If you want to see that done well with people going undercover in a school, but it's actually funny, it's witty, it's clever, it even plays the whole yelling captain. Like Ice Cube, yeah, I know I'm the captain, I yell. And I'm black. But so what? So suck a dick. Like Ice Cube's hilarious. Like, that film is hilarious. That film is funny. The film is entertaining. It makes me want to rewatch 21 and 22 Jump Street again. I know for 5 minutes they were thinking like 23 Jump Street would be them and Men in Black merged together. I wish that happened. That would have been way better than Men in Black International. It would have been way better than this film. And then it's like a series of doing these events with these preppy school kids. So it's, at one point, I think I don't know if it's a ski-doo or a jet ski. They're going off and he loses control. He falls in the water. He pops up. Oh my god, I think I just swallowed Nemo. He's getting to know Shawn Ashmore and more and more and more. There's a bit of, I think, a rugby playing. There's a party. He sets up a party at Cheech Marin's place. At one point, he sees as Shawn Ashmore, he doesn't want to shoot him as he's stealing his car, so he lets it go. He gets in trouble. Yet he still wants to finish school because he never finished school and his dad wasn't proud of him. And now he's passed away. He wants to do it for his dad. But I'm sitting there going, did you go into the school with your real name? Like, okay, you've been pretty much fired from being a police officer, but, or suspended, however you want to put it, but you want to finish school. Did you get into the school? Did you even use your real name? Did you, I would assume not, because you're undercover. If you use your real name, let's look up your real name. Oh, look, you're a cop. So you don't graduate over a false name. So is that really gonna... I don't know, that whole thing just didn't do anything for me. And again, the comedy, like, I read a book on Benedict Arnold. He made some good eggs. Like, this is the comedy that we have. And then the action, after that initial opening, which again, you want to see that done better, just watch the first Beverly Hills Cop. There's some action at the end where, spoiler alert, spoilers, you find out it's the headmaster. And he forced the kids to do this. So the kids, at least the Shawn Ashmore's character, is not as bad as you think. And then at one point, they take the teacher, who Nick Cannon has the hots for. They're in a car in pursuit, but it's a car chase done so damn poorly. It's so poorly edited, it's confusing. I mean, this is a director that I guess has not done a lot of action. And then as it's going, move this down a little bit. And as the movie is going, they crash into this like factory. There's a little bit of a shootout going on. I would almost say it's violent, but it's not, because it's, you tell there's stuff cut for PG-13, at least that's what it feels like. So it felt like, I don't know if originally I guess originally, they probably didn't want an R rating in the first place. But at the same time, with the finale, they kind of want a feel of an R rating, because there are people that get shot, some people that get killed. The headmaster in particular. Some just get wounded in the leg. And this is a director that just did not know how to handle action, so even that fails and falters. Like, you get to a scene where he's on a boat with the bad guy, and as they're fighting, it's very quickly edited. Like, every punch or every movement is like edit, 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 edit. Either because no one had a flow to do in a fight scene. It's not like Nick Cannon. He's a physical specimen of prominence. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, there's like some type of thing and the bad guy gets impaled on it. But you don't see it because it's PG-13. And then everything's hunky-dory, and he gets his job back, and the last scene is him with his Captain Cheech, who's now proud of him, and Nick Cannon gets Cheech this car, and then Cheech gets in the car, but it's a car that is like a one of those cars that go up and down. For a split second, I thought they were going to play the song Low Rider from Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. He's a low rider. At least that would have been like, okay, that's humorous. That reminds me of, where Cheech and Chong, where Cheech began. Like a tip the hat. No, it's just some lame song. So yeah, it's a movie that poor jokes. People like Kelly Hugh, which she was in X-Men 2, she was in other stuff. She was wasted. Cheech Marin, wasted. Nick Cannon. If people liked him, it's not shown in this movie that he has talent. Maybe in other... Like in Drumline, yeah, you could say. This, no. If you want to see him pretend to be Chris Tucker and failing. Again, poor jokes. Lame action. Again, just go watch 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Beverly Hills Cop 2, why not? Hell, throw on Rush Hour 1 and 2 just because. There's various other movies you can watch other than Underclassman. So yeah. Soundtrack didn't do much for me. Maybe it's not even the soundtrack, it's just when it's in a film like this, potentially good songs are drowned out by the mediocrity that you're watching on screen. So maybe that's not even fair to talk about the soundtrack that way. I'm not made on the song at the end, but the rest of the songs, maybe they're okay, but it's just, to be honest, I forgot it. Because I was so bored watching the product that the music kind of might as well have been white noise. Just... I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. Underclassman, yeah. Ain't got no class. Ain't got no sense. That's the skin of it, bubba. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.